lot about sex here on this show, and we've discussed whether women want sex, because we know men want it all the time, right? But do they actually need it? Well, we have Dr. Viviana Coles in the building to discuss with a few friends. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and I've got my friends here to talk about whether men actually need sex. We've got our favorite contrarian, Darian Burklet. We've got funny man Ben Jackson and Dr. Viviana Coles herself. So, do men need sex? Need it, not want it, because of course y'all want it, right? Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
But do you need it?
Yeah, because if not, we'll bust, right, Doc?
You'll bust?
Yeah.
What do you mean
What will
bust?
bust?
Like blow up.
Go crazy?
Like
Go
what will
crazy.
blow up
Anything.
on your body? Tell me, please.
Mine, first off.
Your mind?
Your mind
Oh, interesting.
it'll be like, if you're getting deprived from sex, I mean, I can go a while without it. But if you're talking about...
What's a while? Let's define a while,
2
shall
weeks
we?
is not a while.
2 weeks
the
is not a
longest
while?
I've went is like 5 months.
5 months without sex.
That's
And
a long
so by
time.
the 5th month mark?
I still wasn't itching.
Okay.
I just, I had decided that it was time to take my drawers off.
But when you're feeling deprived, oh gosh, this is gonna be fun. When you're feeling deprived, you said your mind gets kind of, and you want to blow up. What is going on with your thoughts when you're feeling deprived of sex?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get to the 6 months. I think that if I had waited 6 months, then maybe so.
So
Oh,
you've
you
never
don't even
felt
know from
deprived?
experience.
No. But I've known people who say that they get either depressed.
I still need to know what blows up.
Yeah.
Man, your life could blow up.
Wow.
That's how serious it can be at times.
Like men have sex, of course we want sex, but I think the hardest thing is when you're being celibate and you keeping away from a woman and then she start acting all crazy.
Oh,
and so then like she really want it from you and so then now you're forced to give it to her because she can't control herself because sex is so good to women, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And men gotta give it to them. So like the thing is,
Dr.
the
Vivi,
way
can
we
you,
can like hold
decipher
ourselves and we
what
can
Darian
hold
is
on,
saying right now? 'Cause I'm a
from
little-
not giving
Okay,
her the sex.
So you just said if you're being celibate and a woman is like trying to coerce you or force you to have sex.
That's like the hardest thing, like with men like giving out sex is because you want to like hold on to, you want to go to Bible study and things like this, and then you got like the woman, she just like, oh, give it to me, please,
See,
daddy. You know
that's
what I'm
not
saying?
hard. I wouldn't say that. Well, for me, like during my 5 month, passage,
Yeah.
it was more so like I never really thought about it like that, to the point where I was tempted to go and break it or anything like. I was actually getting
So
to
it was a choice. Those
Yeah.
5 months were a choice
it was-
to really be celibate.
It was fun. It got to a point where it was fun in the sense of like, man, I ain't never went this long. Once I started the
It was
engine,
like a challenge.
Right.
You must not have got on Instagram, Twitter, none of that stuff, because it's so much booty and
It
everything on
is
there.
all it.
It
I
just-
was on Twitter and everything.
What?
So you already know how Twitter be.
For those who don't know, Twitter is really, really uncensored.
So
Very
that's
soft
what I'm
porn.
saying.
Yeah.
So in the sense of now, you have times when you may have to excuse yourself to be alone.
So you did masturbate.
Oh, you gonna say that on TV? You gonna tell that?
You
did
did.
that thing,
Totally.
boy,
I
boy,
assume you
boy.
did, right?
Yeah, you did say it that you was like, well,
mean-
you don't gotta let it
Okay,
get that
but I was
out.
trying to be.
So, okay, so you were
That's not
celibate
being-
from intercourse with
There
a
you
partner,
go.
but
There you
not
go.
a hand job.
But I don't think that count
for
then.
yourself, I mean.
Nah, that don't
It
count
wasn't.
then.
It wasn't like every day.
But I mean, 2 times out the week, that's still kind of like, that's a good percentage.
No, I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about like
You're
I'm
still
talking.
ejaculating.
Oh,
Does that
come
count,
on, yeah.
Dr. Viviana? I
so
feel
It
like
gotta
this
count
is-
something
A
for
really
something.
good point. So it counts for something if it counts for you, right?
Okay.
But if you were to tell somebody, I am celibate, what they are thinking is that it is a partnered experience.
Okay.
But that's only because people don't typically ask about masturbatory habits.
I do.
I know, and I love it. I love you for it. But here's the thing. If you were to tell somebody, yes, I've been celibate for 5 months, but I ejaculate or masturbate 2 to 3 times a week, they're going to feel like, oh, he's having a different experience than those who abstain from any sexual
Yeah, okay,
experience.
yeah.
So that's probably why you didn't blow up. And it's a good thing because the American Medical Association does want men to ejaculate for prostate health 3 to 4 times a week. And that does not mean it has to be partnered. So
But Doc, how
Good for you.
can you ejaculate 3 to 4 times a week if you're getting sex 5 to 7 times a week? Like, what if you're getting it in?
And you can
what's
do
the
more,
no,
right?
no,
than the
but
recommended
remember,
amount?
it all counts towards the 3 to 4.
Okay.
You can have it partnered. You don't have to be partnered.
Okay.
So if you're having sexual intercourse or experiences with someone else where you end up ejaculating
Right.
you're kind of cleaning your
'Cause
pipes.
it's kind of hard for men being because like with us being like funny comedians and like sexy comedians at that, it's hard to keep the women away. You know what I'm saying? He's a dark skin, I'm light skin. It's like the women just be, oh, penis, penis, penis. And it's like, wait, just calm down. I'm abstinent right now. I'm gonna come through. Give me a few months to get myself together because sex is important to men, but we don't necessarily need it to dictate if we want to mess with a woman or not. Like we can hold off a little bit. I just think sex is very important, but I think we can hold off. I really think we can hold off. And the reason why I think we can hold off is because God made us to be strong.
Biblical.
Yes.
Okay,
Let me
listen.
just say, no, they don't be asking for my penis. I don't want no problems when I get home.
Right.
So I just want to just say that.
Clear it up for you. Got a relationship.
You know,
I
but
got
yeah,
for
go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bar after that because, Lord, I know there's a strong drink behind the bar because Antonio Willis from High and Dry is in the building and he's making an old Cuban. So you better stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about whether men need sex or not, because we know they want it. But right now I'm behind the bar because one of my favorite bartenders here on the Nightcap is Antonio Willis, and he's here to do what, baby? Back that glass up. But now you're actually gonna make me
Oh yeah.
do some back in the glass
We
up
getting
myself.
into it
huh?
today.
Okay,
But
all
we're
right, what are we
starting off-
doing?
So we're doing the old Cuban today, and we're starting off with one of your favorite garnishes ingredients, mint.
Mint.
Meow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little pinch of mint leaves,
Okay.
right? And we're gonna do a nice little muddle. I'll demonstrate.
Okay.
So you're just gonna press down on mint leaves. You're not trying to destroy them, just trying to express those oils. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our simple syrup, right? We're gonna do 1 ounce. So right here, you're gonna fill it all the way to the top,
Okay.
like so.
If you have a jigger at home, it's that shorter side.
No, that's right, we out here jiggering.
Jiggering.
And here's yours.
Okay.
And here's yours.
Do you know, like, without even looking, how much time to fill it up?
Yep, so I can actually do measurements based off the feel. It's kind of a weird thing that I know how to do, like where I can like squeeze the juice to a certain extent. I know, okay, that's for sure.
I'm gonna
1
not
ounce.
say what I want to say, but it's the Nightcap
What's-
after all,
what
so
you-
you're thinking it too, baby. All
That's
right.
what he said. Next, we're gonna take our freshly pressed lime juice.
Okay.
And we're gonna be doing 3/4 of an ounce. So what's it gonna be? It's gonna be this last line right here.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we move over to the fun stuff. We got our Bacardi 4-year.
Mmm.
Sensational.
Añejo Cuatro.
Yeah.
So an ounce and a half of this.
An ounce and a half. All that goodness.
Alrighty. Oh, thank you for flipping it for me.
Of course. you know,
Appreciate
I'm gonna
you.
make sure you get the right side. And you always want to keep the jigger like leveled. So
Yes,
that
because
when
I overdid it. Mine's gonna be a little strong.
It's okay. It's hers anyway. So tricky part. So we have our Augusta Aromatic bitters. Okay.
Why
so,
is this tricky?
Because you're gonna have to do a dash. So with the dash technique, right? I usually like to do, like, see how that fast that was?
Okay, yeah. So just 2?
2. Okay. Okay. All right. Not bad.
That didn't even make it in, folks.
I can verify. It was good.
That one was good?
It was
Okay,
good.
I
It
thought
was
that was
good.
too much, but all right.
No.
Cool.
So we're
All
gonna
right.
seal.
He's made me do this a few times now, and I can't.
Perfect. Good seal. Good seal.
Thanks.
There you
I
go.
did something right.
You're gonna flip it upside down with the short
Oh.
edge. There you
All
go.
right.
You're gonna get our grip. I'm just gonna. There, just like that. Just there you go.
You see how he has like, he's got like a 3-stop shake. I've got a 1, 2, 1, 2.
You want
This
to
is
shake?
cold. This is cold.
Cold?
I
You got-
can't handle that.
Perfect.
It's freezing. Is it pretty?
Let's see. Let's find out.
All right, come on. Let's. I want to try it now.
Now I'm playing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness.
You got it. Perfect. Make sure you keep your hawthorn strainer secure so none of that ice falls in and ruins all of our goodness.
Yeah, I was about to. I assume I take one of these mint leaves.
Not yet. We gotta get the bubbles.
Oh,
We gotta get the. Well, come
I
on
didn't
now.
know there were bubbles.
We got bubbles.
Yeah,
we
of course
bubbling
we
around
do.
here.
We
Come on
gotta
now.
add
Like been
that.
on the couch. It's going to bust.
Yeah. Well, we still don't have that answer. Dr. Viviana was really fishing for that answer.
We gonna
what was
find
gonna
out.
bust?
We gonna
Do you
find.
know what was gonna bust?
You gotta ask Ben on that one.
Okay. You were about to say something.
Yeah, set.
This has been quite a class. I love it. All right, come on, we gotta
Cocktail
drink it.
class
The
is
best
going on.
part. Alrighty. Cheers. Oh, yep. I mean, you kill it every time. All right, well, coming up next, you're going to join us on the couch, and we're going to continue this conversation about whether or not men need sex. So you stay right there. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about whether or not men need sex, and I've got my friends here with me. We've got Antonio, Darian, Ben Jackson, and Dr. Viviana Coles. And before these men went on a tangent, Dr. Viviana, you actually were saying that according to
the American Medical Association, right? And some of the guidelines are that you should try to ejaculate for healthy prostate health, right? 3 to 4 times a week. Now, they do not specify how that happens. So it can be from prostate milking, which we've talked about before.
Yes.
It can be with a partner, it can be by yourself, it can be with a toy. But try to make that happen for your prostate health. And women, it's really important that they also have intercourse and that they experience some sort of penetration as well as orgasm for their pelvic floor health.
Okay, hold on. You just gave me a lot of information. So number one, it sounds like the answer is yes.
The answer
Men
is yes.
do need sex, whether it's with a
Physically,
partner or
exactly.
or solo or whatever.
But
So
we
Darian's
all
happy.
need sex is the point.
But yeah, women
yeah.
also need.
So here's the other thing about wanting or needing sex. It's like people who get used to not drinking a lot of water. There are people who can go literally hours and hours, if not days, without drinking water. And then you have other people, they're stuck to their water bottles and drinking it all the time. And if they're without it for an hour, they're like, where's my water? Where's my water? Same thing can happen with sex. You can want it and it can feel like a need. And as long as it's something that is healthy and consensual and sane, go for it. You know, if you want to explore yourself by yourself, if you want to explore with a new partner,
Just gave him the
open
green
it.
light.
But you got me thinking, what if, you know, someone who's a virgin and has been a virgin for a very long time hasn't even like tried exploring their own bodies? Like, is that detrimental to their health?
I will say yes. And I want to give every person out there who has decided that they're either holding off or haven't gone into some sort of partnered experience to explore your own body. So I'm going to look into the camera and I'm going to tell you, I want to give you permission to explore your body, whether you have a vulva, whether you have a ball sack, whatever it is. I want you to explore it because the more you know about your body, first of all, the more you'll know if something isn't right, if something doesn't feel right, so you can share that with a doctor. But also because just because it's not something that you see every day doesn't mean that it doesn't need your attention. The other thing is that pleasure is a gift. And if you are not out there exploring your bodies for pleasure, whether it's by yourself or with someone else, you're missing out on this gift. Now, if it becomes everything that you're all about, then there's a problem. But just because you explore your body, I'm talking to all of us now, just because you explore your body does not mean that it's going to turn into something bad. Just like us having this drink on the nightcap doesn't mean we're going to turn into people with substance abuse issues.
Right.
So pretty much, come a day keeps the doctor away because I don't have to worry about the fingers.
Come a day keeps the doctor away? Is that what you
is that
said?
the bussin'?
That's what the doctor said.
So the bus a day.
Bus a day. That'll work.
Bus a day.
Bus a day.
I got
Keeps the
you, bro.
doctor
Bust a
away.
day.
All right, we
Keeps
actually
the doctor
asked people
away.
on our social media for what they thought if men actually do need sex or not, and here's what they had to say. Looks like yes, 100% yes. Wow, okay. Yes and hell yes. Absolutely, I'm so sorry. And is water wet? Not more than females need to be worshipped. Whoa,
Damn, shots out.
whoa. What do we think about that answer?
So I love to talk about this because so many people, especially in relationships, I've heard that they will not masturbate because then they feel like they aren't going to be able to be there and be present when their partner wants sex. Or they feel threatened by their partner's masturbatory habits because they're feeling like they won't be prepared or be wanting their partner. That could happen whether or not you have sex with a partner 4 times a week or 4 times a day. If you're going to have trouble, you're going to have trouble. And
So
it's
yeah,
not going to
like,
be
are
because
you
of
able
masturbation.
to masturbate and then go please your partner?
So I mean, that's kind of the God code a little bit. Before you hook up first time, you kind of gotta like masturbate first, so you last longer when you go to like that. Cause you've been waiting to hook up with this person, and it's gonna feel really good, and you don't want to be no 2-pump chump. So you're like, hey, let me rub one out in the crib, slide over there,
And get the job done.
Oh, yeah.
A little
tick
longer.
tock, tack tack.
Yeah, it used to be a thing. You get you one out early because the first one, you never know when it's
Yep.
gonna
You
come.
never know.
You just never know. And you don't want to be
Spontaneous
you know, yeah,
combustion.
Yep.
So get that one out the way because when the second one, that's like, you know, I'm filled up. I'm on the road now. I'm
Yeah, but
ready
like,
to ride.
isn't Aren't you harder the first time, right, Doc? Like you know, as you bust, you get softer and softer, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
It depends on what your refractory period is, and some people, whether they're healthy or not, can get back to that place in their sexual response cycle really quickly. It can be over hours. Some people need a day. Some people need 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
But that does not mean just because you're not as hard or just because you don't ejaculate doesn't mean it doesn't feel good to be with your partner or by yourself. That's the thing. We can get so orgasm focused and orgasm centric that we forget that that's not like the end goal. The goal is to connect, whether it's with yourself or someone else.
Yeah, I like being healed, so I definitely.
Healed.
Yeah, you know. I
Healed. He's healed. All
There
right.
you go.
Listen, we'll be right back, so you stay right there. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Do men need sex? That is the question we've been looking for the answers for tonight. We've got Antonio, Darian, Ben, and Dr. Viviana here. And Dr. Viviana just said that we're all focused on the orgasm. So I want to know from you men, do you feel like if you don't come in any session, whether it's with a partner or by yourself, you didn't have a good time?
didn't have a good time. Got to get a new woman. She didn't do a job. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
It's all on her. Do better next time because you need to make sure that man finish because like Dr. Viviana said earlier, sex is important to men and men need it for the prostate.
Okay,
Yo.
so for you, sex equals coming.
And amongst other things, yes.
I'm gonna hit the other side of this line. So for me, when I was younger, I didn't usually come when I had sex. So my mindset of it went to, well, let me make sure my partner finishes. Not that, okay, you know, it's not her fault, because you know, you can't control your bodies when you're having sex, essentially.
We're not
so,
robots.
so like, you know, you can't just like, boom, finish. No, you can't do that. So
What?
You,
I squeeze my butt cheeks tight together. It's coming, baby.
So, you gotta do some type of stimulating. You gotta do something extra to feel.
I need you loose.
Pause.
I don't need you
It's tight, baby. What?
tight.
When I tighten up that cheek,
Whoa.
Hey, just me, you somebody can hold you right
Just say
there.
call me.
Hey.
somebody
All
come
right,
hold
Ben,
me.
what about
I
you,
need
Ben?
to sit calm.
What about you?
So, or the orgasm, I think it can be a little overrated to an extent because, like for us, I always used to say, man, we do a lot of huffing and puffing for that little 10 seconds of, but that's how it be.
But that 10-second,
I mean, it'd
as
be
you
cool
say,
and all,
is-
but then
But I love what he's saying.
You know,
I love what he's saying
it'd be a
because
lot.
if that's all you're focused on, then you're forgetting that there might be times where you don't orgasm, whether it's intentional or not. And for a lot of
I
us,
faked it.
we are not robots.
Time out. You faked it?
I faked
I've done
orgasm
that before too.
You faked
A
it?
lot of
Ladies,
men.
every man that you've had sex, if you've done it multiple times with him, he probably done faked
Not
one
me.
of
Can I
them.
tell you why?
One or two.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me tell you why, and you
Tell
correct
him,
me if I'm
please
wrong.
tell him, Doc,
But
tell
the
him.
reason that a lot of men tend to fake it is because women, on average, take about 20 minutes longer to reach some sort of orgasm, whether it's a weak one or a strong one. And there is a little challenge going around on social media where women are thrusting for about, 30 seconds,
what
a
you're
minute.
talking
It's almost like a plank challenge, and it's like a
Yes,
thrust challenge.
yes, we've seen it.
It is difficult to do. So a lot of times, I would imagine that these men in these missionary positions are like, I need this to be over with. I'm about to pass out, and not in a good way.
Tupac said, Mama said, never stop until I bust a
She-
nut. So it's
yeah,
like, why would you go into this not
Eventually,
busting?
you get
That's a
sore after like 2
Oh,
hours.
oh,
Like you get
oh,
dehydrated,
here.
things get dry. You can't like
I ain't got no time
run
to
out of
be faking.
lube.
But
Like,
I bust.
like,
I
So
heard
you've
him.
never faked to Darian?
I don't fake. I ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna get it going. Like we
Okay,
gonna figure
Ben,
it out.
and you have. And
Oh,
why
man,
have you?
I
Same reason?
win an Oscar in that bedroom.
I'm
I
so
tell you,
sorry?
I'll win an Oscar in that bedroom.
You'd
if
win
I
an
need to.
Oscar.
If
Wow,
I
you
need to.
faked that many times?
Not that many. You only
He's
need
just
one
good at
Oscar.
it.
He's good.
You know?
Okay.
He's
But
good
no.
at faking.
not a rookie.
I agree with what Doc said, Dr. V, and Antonio. It's,
You don't agree with me, Ben?
I mean, no, so
no.
no.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, the butt cheeks thing kind of showed me.
Can't cry talking about the
Oh, my
butt cheeks in the same episode.
This gonna be a highly rated show.
You gotta give it a try, man.
But no, I've been in that situation where the conversation afterwards, so did you come or something like that? It's like, no. And for me, I didn't really think much of it. It was just like, I don't know. I was thinking it was
I
gonna
be
happen.
putting it on their back or their stomach or their neck or some of their forehead. So
See,
they
I
have to
don't get
ask me.
that. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But
yeah.
if you don't do that, it don't happen.
Oh,
And
you
I was just
gotta-
like, man, I gotta do
the
something.
ladies wanna be painted
and I
with
just pretended. I pretend like I did.
Ah,
I pretend
and
like,
that's
yeah,
it. Oh.
put it, cover it up real quick so they don't see it.
So I will say I'm not a fan of anyone having to fake it. But if you are going to fake it, at some point outside of the bedroom, talk about like that it's okay. Like even if it's not saying I may fake it, you can say, hey, I can understand the pressure to like want this to happen, but if you don't orgasm, that's okay. Like it's okay. And you're hoping that they think and it's okay for you not
It's
to
okay
as
for
well.
you not to.
And you
Yeah.
can still have,
Listen.
and you can still enjoy it.
Listen, everyone needs sex, right? Dr. Viviana's orders, everyone needs it. It's healthy for you, whether you do it with a partner or by yourself, but please, you know, get your rocks off in a safe and consensual way, as we always say. So cheers to you. I hope you enjoyed this conversation.
Cheers.
And thanks to y'all for being open and honest.
Do it right now.
And squeeze your butt.
Missed out on the nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
So this one is not going to hurt as much as this one.
Watch the nightcap at 11:30 on Fox 26 and anytime on Fox Soul.